let us discuss about surface tension ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಮೈ ಸೆಳೆತ in the chapter states of matter. This is surface tension. In Kannada we call it as ಮೇಲ್ಮೈ ಸೆಳೆತ is a surface phenomenon. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಮೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಮಾನ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದ ಮರ್ಕ್ಯುರಿ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ಬೀಡ್ಸ್. ಪಾದರಸ ಒಂದು ಗೋಲಾಕಾರದ ಬೀಡನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದು ಕೂಡ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ. ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ in plants is also due to the surface tension. The rise and fall in the capillary is the phenomenon due to surface tension. So surface tension is one of the important property of the liquids. In liquids, there are particles in the bulk and there are particles in the surface. The situation or condition of the particles in the bulk and particles at surface is different. Let us consider a liquid in which there are particles in the bulk as well as surface. Let us consider a particle in the bulk. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. This particle is attracted by other particles from all directions like this. So it is equally attracted by other particles in the bulk. Therefore, for this particle, net attractive force becomes zero. That is because the attractive force from one direction is nullified. Attractive force in another direction. So the particles which are in the bulk, they feel equal attraction, hence net attractive force is zero. But if you consider any particle in the surface or at the surface, it is attracted by many particles in the bulk and few particles in the vapor phase. So this particle at the surface, it feels more attraction by the particles present downwards, means by the particles which are at the bulk. It also feels attraction from the particles above in the vapor phase, but it is less. So this feels more inward pull, means it feels more attractive force towards the particles which are present in the bulk. As a result, at surface, some tension is created for these liquid molecules, and that is called surface tension. If I define this surface tension, definition of surface tension is, it is the force at right angles to the surface in unit length. Andre, this is the force applied on the surface at perpendicular direction to the surface in one unit length. That is called as surface tension. The unit of the surface tension unit of surface tension is dyne per centimeter. Dyne per centimeter is the CGS unit. SI unit for the surface tension is Newton per meter. This is the SI unit of surface tension. Now, what exactly takes place at the surface? Surface particles feel more inward pull, so they are drawn downwards to the bulb. As a result, the liquid molecules of the surface, their surface area decreases. And when the surface area decreases, surface area kadime adaga, they achieve the less energy state. So this is the reason why the liquid molecules are in the form of spheres, or they have spherical shape. So the result of surface tension, if I mention, one of the result is the spherical drops of the liquids is due to surface tension. Another result I can see, whenever any glass piece having sharp edge is heated, it forms a smooth surface. ಚೂಪಾದ ಗ್ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಮೈ ಸೆಳೆತದಿಂದ ಆಗುವ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ. ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಎಡ್ಜಸ್ form smooth surface. On heating. One more application if I mention, the raise, that is increase or fall in capillary. When it is dipped in and liquid is also due to surface tension. Now let's study this in detail. Rise or fall in capillary when it is dipped in liquid surface. Let's consider two liquids in the container. The first one is liquid water. Here liquid is water. In another container, let's consider the liquid is mercury. In this, let us keep the capillary. In the second container, having mercury also, let us place capillary. Here, the two liquids what we have is water and mercury have different nature. Water wets the capillary or glass. Mercury do not wet the glass. So here, due to surface tension, in one of the container, raise in capillary takes place. In another container, fall in capillary takes place. Let us take the first one. Here, in water, capillary is dipped. Here, since water wets the glass, the increase in or raise in capillary takes place like this. Raise in capillary takes place. And the capillary liquid melake ಹೋಗಿದೆ. Why raising capillary take place? Look at the raise. Here you can find the concave surface. The raising capillary is because in case of the capillary dip in water, the adhesive forces are greater than cohesive forces. Adhesive force ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ. ಕೊಹೆಸಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಗ್ಗೂಡಿಸುವಿಕೆಯ ಬಲ. In the water along with capillary, here adhesive forces are greater than cohesive forces. That is why raise in capillary take place. Whereas in another container where in mercury the capillary is placed, here mercury do not have the ability to wet the glass. So after some time, if you observe, there is drop or fall in capillary. And here you can see the convex meniscus. You can see the curve here, convex meniscus it is. Why here falling capillary takes place? Why? Because in case of the capillary dip in mercury, the cohesive forces are greater than adhesive forces. Now these are some results of surface tension. Surface tension, as we already know, it is a force at right angles or at the surface in unit length or per unit length. If any energy is applied against this surface tension, then we can increase the surface area. Surface area vanna increase ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ surface tension against energy apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That energy which increases the surface area by unit length is called as surface energy. So surface energy is defined as work required to increase the surface by 1 unit length. Means surface energy is the energy against the surface tension to increase the surface area. Therefore, surface tension and surface energy are equal. The unit for the surface energy is given as ergs per centimeter. This is the CGS unit. SI unit of surface energy is joule per meter square. This is the SI unit of surface energy. Now let us study the surface tension depends upon what factor. So we are studying about factors affecting surface tension. The two factors which affect the surface tension are, first one is intermolecular forces. If intermolecular forces are very strong, then it is difficult to pull the molecules at the surface downwards. Means the surface tension is more. If intermolecular forces are strong, then more force has to be applied on the surface to drag the molecule downwards or to decrease the surface area. So we can say surface tension and intermolecular forces are directly proportional to each other. As intermolecular forces of the liquid increase, surface tension increases. Second factor which affects the surface tension is temperature. We know the relationship between temperature and intermolecular forces. As temperature rises, intermolecular forces decrease. ಉಷ್ಣತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ and surface tension are inversely proportional. So, what happens is, increasing temperature decreases surface tension. Because increase in temperature decreases intermolecular forces and decreases surface tension. Generally, surface tension at critical temperature is 0. We know critical temperature is that temperature above which gas cannot be liquefied. So at that temperature, surface tension is having very minimum value, that is 0. So this is all about surface tension. Students, now let us study one more property of the liquids, that is viscosity. Andre snigdhate. You all know, students, that all liquids do not flow with the same speed. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ the flow or velocity of movement of the liquids differs. For water, honey and castor oil, if I consider, water moves with more velocity compared to honey and castor oil. Similarly, different liquids have different speed to the flow. In different liquids, they observe that there is some resistance to the flow due to the internal friction by liquid. That is called viscosity. So viscosity is resistance to flow due to internal friction by liquid. Let us study this by considering movement of liquid in a tube or in a pipe. In a pipe, if I consider, there are cylindrical layers. In a pipe, in different layers, the liquid moves. If you consider the movement in the central layer is more faster than the layers above it and below. In the central layer, there is more faster movement than the other layers like this. As we move to the center of the tube, the liquid flows faster. This type of flow in cylindrical layer manner is called as laminar flow. In this laminar flow, for the liquid which is moving at the center, velocity is known. We can consider this laminar flow in horizontal surface also. In horizontal surface, the layers of liquid which can be drawn this way. This is one layer. Layer below it can be drawn like this, the sun relief. Here, each layer has an area of contact as A square meter. So, area of the layers is A square meter. These layers are at a distance to each other at a distance. Here, if a liquid moves in a fixed layer, in another layer which is in contact with it is stationary. So, if I consider this layer in which the liquid is moving, the layer in contact with it is this one. Here, the movement is stationary. For the upper layers, as liquid moves, velocity increases. So, if I consider for this layer, the velocity as u, for the upper layer, it is u plus du. For the lower layer, velocity is u minus du. Now, to maintain the flow of layers in laminar flow, force is required. That force, which we denote by the symbol capital letter F, this force required to maintain the flow in layers is directly proportional to A, where here A is area of contact. A is area of contact. Force required to maintain the laminar flow is also directly proportional to velocity gradient. Velocity gradient is given as du by dz. That is change in velocity divided by change in distance. So, du by dz is velocity gradient. If we combine both, equation becomes force directly proportional to area of contact into du by dz. Same equation we can write in this manner. Equation becomes force equal. I'll remove the proportionality sign here. So, force equal to, by removing proportionality sign, let's put the proportionality constant, that is eta, into area of contact into du by dz. This is the equation we get for the force. Here, eta is the viscosity coefficient. Units of viscosity coefficient is, its units are Pascal second or Newton second per meter square, or we can also write the unit as kilogram per meter per second. These are the SI units. CGS unit, this is SI unit. Let's consider CGS unit for the coefficient of viscosity, that is poise. This poise is a unit which is named after the scientist Jean Poise. One poise is equal to 1 gram per centimeter per second. So this is a relation between points and gram per centimeter per second. So these are the units for the viscosity coefficient. Factors affecting viscosity are, first one, intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces ಅಂದ್ರೆ molecules ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ. Intermolecular forces vary from one liquid to another liquid. So we can say intermolecular forces denote nature of a liquid. For different liquids, intermolecular forces strength varies. As intermolecular forces strength increases, the resistance to the flow of liquid increases, means viscosity increases. So we can say intermolecular forces are directly proportional to viscosity. As intermolecular forces increase, viscosity of liquid increases. The liquid with more viscosity is called more viscous liquid. If viscosity is low, we call it as less viscous liquid. If I compare water and castor oil, water is having less viscosity. Castor oil has more viscosity. Therefore, water flows faster compared to castor oil. So this is how intermolecular force and viscosity are related. In water, the intermolecular forces, we can say, they are weak compared to the intermolecular forces of castor oil. Second is the factor which affects viscosity is temperature. As temperature varies, viscosity varies. With the increase in temperature, intermolecular forces become weak. If intermolecular forces become weak, viscosity decreases. So, as temperature increases, viscosity decreases. So, viscosity and temperature are inversely proportional to each other. More is the temperature, weak are the intermolecular forces. Weak are the intermolecular forces, less is the viscosity. So these are the two factors which affect the viscosity. So now what we study are properties of the liquid like vapor pressure, surface tension and viscosity. In this chapter, states of matter, we have studied about gas laws, the kinetic molecular theory of gases, and how gas can be liquefied, and some properties of the liquid.